Okay, so that first year with a new baby, wow. It can feel like you're drowning in advice, right? Well, today we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're taking a really amazing guide and boiling it down to the most important, most empowering ideas. It's all about that incredible journey of care and connection. Let's get right into it. And this right here, this is the whole foundation. The guide frames parenting not as some tests you have to ace, but as a relationship, plain and simple. It's really just about getting to know this new little person and letting them get to know you. It's a process, you know? It's going to take time and patience and, yeah, a whole lot of love.
All right, so before we jump into all the practical month-by-month stuff, we really need to get our heads around the philosophy that's behind this whole approach. Think of this as the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about.
So the big idea here is something called respectful parenting. But, and this is key, it's not about a strict set of rules you have to follow perfectly. It's a mutual learning process, a real two-way street. It gets that you, the parent, have needs, and of course, the baby has needs. It's all about finding that mutual respect.
Okay, but what does that actually look like day to day? Well, the guide boils it down to three main pillars. First, just being present, putting your body, your gaze, your voice into it. Second is humility. You're going to make mistakes. We all do. It's about acknowledging them and learning. And the third one, oh, this one is so important. Community. Realizing you're not in this alone. Raising a kid is a team sport, a shared responsibility.
All right, let's dive into those first 6 months. This is when all that foundational stuff really starts to build. It's a time that's all about connection, where your baby is basically a little sensory explorer, just taking in the world. And just look at this timeline. The development is so fast. I mean, right from birth, they already respond to your scent, your voice. Then, boom, 2 months in, you get that first real social smile. You know the one. By 4 months, you're getting full-on belly laughs and little babbles. And then at 6 months, they're starting to sit up. It's just amazing how each step is a new way they're connecting with you. And this is the key thing to remember for the stage. Everything is about the senses. Sight, sound, touch. That's not just stuff that's happening to them. It's their main language. It's how they learn about safety, about love, about you. So how do you speak that language back to them? Well, the guide has some really simple but powerful ideas. Things like skin-to-skin contact, talking to them, singing, making silly faces, just letting them have the freedom to move their hands and feet, and responding when they cry, because that's their main way of communicating. And things like ergonomic baby wearing to keep them close. These aren't just nice-to-haves. This is how you build that fundamental trust. Okay, now we're heading into the second half of that first year. And those secure bonds you've been building, they become the launch pad for a brand new phase, pure exploration. This is where things get really interesting, and sometimes a little challenging. And here's one of those challenges that so many parents run into. Does it sound familiar? Your baby, who used to be fine with everyone, suddenly clings to you for dear life when a stranger comes near? What is going on? Well, the guide has a name for it. 8th month anxiety. And the explanation for this is actually pretty fascinating. Your baby isn't just being difficult. It's a sign of a massive brain upgrade. They now understand that things and people, like you, still exist, even when they can't see them. Which also means they understand you can leave. And that's scary. The solution is so simple and beautiful. Play peekaboo. It's literally a game that teaches them, I go away, but I always come back. And, super important, never, ever sneak away. Always say goodbye. It builds that trust. Oh, I absolutely love this line from the guide. It just completely flips the script on starting solid foods, doesn't it? It's not this chore you have to get through. It's an adventure. So the whole approach is about exploration, not just getting calories in. First thing to remember, milk or formula is still their main source of nutrition for a while, so no pressure. Second, let them explore. Let them touch it, smell it, make a huge mess. It's a sensory experience. Third, you can introduce different textures over time. And fourth, and this is a big one, never use food as a reward or a punishment. It's just food. It's for learning and nourishment. Okay, let's switch gears for a second to something that's crucial for the entire first year. Let's call it your health and safety compass. These are the absolute non-negotiables for keeping your baby safe and well. When we're talking about sleep, safety is everything. The guide gives us 4 really clear rules to dramatically lower the risks. Number 1, always put the baby on their back to sleep. Always. Number 2, the crib needs a firm, flat mattress. Nothing else in there. No pillows, no blankets, no stuffed animals. Number 3, keep the crib in your room. And number 4, don't let them get too hot. Check the room temperature, don't overdress them. Those 4 steps are just fundamental.
Now, on to vaccinations. The guide frames this as both a right for your child's health and a responsibility we have to our community. The most important thing here is to follow the vaccination schedule that your own doctor or health provider recommends. They're your expert partner in this. And to get the most out of those checkups, go in prepared. Always follow the schedule they give you. Bring your baby's health record book every single time. And hey, write down your questions beforehand. There are no silly questions. And here's a great reminder. It's a good chance to check if your own vaccinations are up to date too.
So as we start to wrap this up, let's circle back to that core message. This whole first year, it's a journey. It is absolutely not a race. It's all about supporting every single family, every single baby, and knowing that every path is going to look a little different. And you can see that philosophy perfectly in this idea of corrected age. So for babies born prematurely, we don't track their development from their birthday. We track it from their original due date. And this isn't about lowering the bar, not at all. It's about being fair. It's about making sure we're looking at their progress from the right starting line, so they get the right support when they need it.
And this quote really says it all, doesn't it? The diversity in all its forms enriches the social fabric. It's just a beautiful reminder that there's no single right way to be a family. There's no single right way for a child to grow. All those differences are what make our world so rich.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. What if the real goal isn't to have a perfect baby or to be a perfect parent? What if the goal is something so much more powerful? What if the goal is just to have a supported family, to feel seen and understood and held up on whatever unique journey you're on?